All right, everybody, buckle up. Today, we're diving deep into something pretty incredible.
Yeah, we are, pretty much.
We're talking about AI coding.
AI and coding.
Specifically, a tool that's making some serious waves.
It's called CodeWhisper.
CodeWhisper, yeah. You know, I've been hearing so much about this lately.
Out there in the world, it's pretty impressive stuff.
Just imagine coding by just like talking to your computer.
Describing what you want.
Describing what you want.
Yeah, like just plain English.
Crazy, right?
It is. It's next level coding efficiency for sure.
Whether you've been coding for years, you know, you're a total pro, or you're just starting out.
Just getting your feet wet.
Or even if you're, just AI curious.
Just fascinated by, all this new AI stuff.
This is the deep dive for you.
Stick with us. This is, it's going to be a good one.
So what is CodeWhisper exactly?
You know, it's funny because when you first hear about it, it almost sounds too good to be true.
Yeah, like, wait, what?
It's like, hold on.
I can just tell it what to do.
Really?
Really?
But it's real. It's a real thing.
Yeah.
CodeWhisper, it's this AI coding companion. Think of it like that.
Like it's sitting right next to you.
Right there with you.
Helping you code.
And it uses natural language processing.
Okay, so natural language processing. That's a mouthful.
Yeah, it is.
What is that for our listeners who maybe aren't like, super techie?
Right. Natural language processing, or NLP for short, it's basically how computers understand us.
Like how they understand what we're saying.
Yeah, like our language.
Human language.
Yeah.
Yep.
Instead of us having to talk like a computer, code, you can just say things like, create a function that checks if a number is prime.
Okay, wait, so I don't have to write out all the code, like the specific syntax and everything?
No, you don't.
It takes like my English sentence?
It takes that instruction, yep.
And turns it into code.
Turns it into the actual code in whatever language you happen to be using.
Wow.
Pretty cool, huh?
Okay, so it's basically like having a conversation with my computer.
Yeah.
I'm telling it what to build.
Exactly.
What are some of the other like standout features that make CodeWhisper, so unique?
So many. But I think for me, one of the biggest game changers is the real-time feedback.
Okay, tell me more about that.
So as you're coding, you can literally ask it to change stuff on the fly.
Oh, wow.
Make it better, add things like error handling, using plain English.
So I could say something like, make this code more efficient.
Yeah.
Or add error handling.
Exactly.
It'll do it.
It'll do it. It's like having, a senior developer, somebody with tons of experience.
Like a mentor.
A mentor looking over your shoulder, giving you suggestions, tips,
I can see why people are so excited about this.
Yeah, it's a big deal.
Especially, I think, for beginners. It sounds super intuitive.
It is, but, even for more experienced developers, there's this amazing learning mode.
Okay, learning mode. So how does that work? Like, how does it actually act as a tutor?
So imagine you're, working on this really complex algorithm.
Okay, yeah.
And you run into a concept, maybe you're not super familiar with it.
Happens all the time.
Right. Instead of spending hours, searching online.
Going down that rabbit.
Going down the rabbit hole, exactly.
Yeah.
You can just ask CodeWhisper to explain it to you.
Right there in the code?
In the context of your code.
Yeah.
It's amazing. It breaks it down, like, in a way that makes sense.
So it's personalized, basically.
It is. It's like having this tutor, available 24/7 whenever you need it.
That's good. I mean, it sounds like it could really speed up the coding process significantly.
Oh, absolutely. It does.
Like for real world applications, how is this being used out there?
Everywhere, actually. Software development, it's seeing a huge impact.
Okay.
Startups can develop their products way faster.
Because they don't have to write all the code.
Get to market quicker.
Yeah.
Larger companies, their developers are freed up to focus on, bigger picture stuff.
The more complex challenges.
CodeWhisper can handle all the repetitive stuff, the time-consuming tasks.
What about education? Do you think this could change how we teach programming?
I do.
Completely revolutionize it?
I think so. It just makes programming so much more accessible.
Because of that natural language processing?
Because of the natural language processing. You're not bogged down by all the syntax.
Yeah.
You can learn the concepts, the logic of coding, without getting frustrated.
Yeah, all those little errors.
It could lead to way more people pursuing tech careers,
Yeah.
It's really exciting.
I mean, we've been talking about the good stuff, the benefits. Are there any concerns?
Of course. With any powerful tool, there are always potential downsides.
Yeah.
I think one of the big ones is over-reliance.
Okay, so like becoming too dependent on it.
Yeah, if developers just rely on it all the time,
They might lose some skills.
Exactly. Critical thinking skills, problem solving independently.
Yeah.
It's important to remember it's a tool. It enhances our skills.
Doesn't replace them.
Doesn't replace them.
Right. Okay, so that makes sense. What about its ability to handle, really complex coding scenarios?
It's pretty impressive. I mean,
Yeah.
it excels at, like, the everyday coding tasks.
Right.
And it can help with more complex stuff, too. But,
Yeah.
there will always be situations that need, a human brain.
A human touch.
Yeah, human touch, expertise, especially with, like, cutting-edge research.
Super specialized stuff.
Yeah, really niche areas.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So what's the buzz like online? Are people talking about CodeWhisper?
Oh, my gosh, yes. The developer community is buzzing.
Really?
I mean, everybody's talking about it.
Pros?
Pros, hobbyists, everyone. They're sharing their experiences, projects,
Wow.
using that hashtag CodeWhisper.
Yeah, CodeWhisper.
There are even, online forums.
Dedicated to it.
Yeah, dedicated to sharing tips, best practices.
Wow, that's really saying something.
It really is.
Okay, so big picture. Where does CodeWhisper fit into, like, the evolution of coding? The future.
I think it's a major step, a really significant step towards democratizing programming.
Making it more accessible.
Making it accessible to more people, yeah, from all kinds of backgrounds.
Right.
It could spark a wave of innovation, people from everywhere contributing to tech.
That's exciting.
It is.
It is. So if somebody's listening to this and they're like, okay, I'm intrigued, I want to learn more.
Dive in, that's what I say.
Get in.
Experiment, see
Yeah.
what it can do, There are tons of resources online.
Yeah.
And the developer community is, it's a great place.
Very welcoming.
Very welcoming, very supportive. You might find you have a passion for coding and you didn't even know it.
Well, it's been fascinating learning about CodeWhisper.
It has.
I think it has the potential to really change things.
Yeah. It's amazing to see how AI is transforming the way we work,
Learn.
Learn everything.
So that wraps up our deep dive into CodeWhisper.
Hope everybody enjoyed it.
We hope you found it insightful.
Yeah.
And, speaking of AI transforming the world,
Oh, yeah.
next episode,
Next time.
we're exploring another tool. This one's making waves in the creative arts.
Oh, cool.
Think like generating unique music,
No way.
art,
Oh, wow.
even storytelling.
I'm intrigued.
Join us next time as we take a deep dive into that exciting new frontier.
Can't wait.
It's going to be fun.
It is.